them. So I'm a little bit surprised that we got here, but now that we are, I think Energy do have a chance, but I would certainly agree. I think Grayhound, you heard the interview there from Dick Stacey and the rest of the boys, they are feeling very confident. They feel like they're the best team at these minors.
Yep.
And to be honest, I couldn't really go against that. Obviously, you've got the likes of Tyloo and MVP that'll have a few things to say about that, but Tyloo have their own consistency issues. Whereas Grayhound really, I think, are looking to make a statement here that although Renegades are getting a lot of the plaudits from obviously the Australian region, they're not too far behind.
That's very true. And I think it's a bit of a unique situation for people to be in here as well. It's the first minor without Renegades in it, so there's actually more slots than just one to fight for, which is pretty fun. Obviously, there's going to be a third place, I guess, decided play-in, if you want to call it that, as well, up for grabs. But I think Grayhound definitely have a chance of being one of those top two teams. I feel like that would be the case because they were part of the play-in for Katowice. Didn't make it quite all the way there, but again, they've always been up at the cusp. So with Renegades gone, that's pretty much the main competition in the region. Whisked away, and as you said, Tyloo having their consistency issues. I think this is pretty much as good of a time as any as Grayhound's going to get to make it to a major.
Sure, I mean, if you compare the world's ratings between the two teams, Grayhound are 29th, Energy 146th. So there's a pretty huge discrepancy between the two squads.
Gap.
But maybe this is their moment, Vendetta, to show the world what they're capable of from the South African region.
Could be, could be. Well, we'll see what they have to offer in the pistol round. Raid's going to find Dick Stacey immediately, and this is just a straight-up brunt force rush out of Grayhound. So he gets the return, though. Three-man setup here working out nicely for Energy so far, though. And as I say it, Sicko just destroys dreams immediately.
Grayhound do have the player advantage, although Malta is very very low. Post plant. No nades or indeed kits. But Dweezy is going to come in with the first, so that's going to give a little bit of a glimmer of hope as he goes in for a second as well. And now it's down to Malta. Next bullet pretty much wins this round, 21 versus 4 HP. And Dweezel coming in with that USP. One bullet anywhere connects onto Malta. They're going to pick up the kit as well, and Energy will claim first blood. So they're going to make Grayhound sweat a little bit, although post-plant is going to afford them some options in terms of buy.
I mean, Sicko, again, getting 3 kills. We can see him with an SG, potentially create some havoc. We see some really, really strong buys actually coming out of these second round T sides once you get the bomb plant down.
Yep.
We saw it a lot in the first couple of minors, especially the Americas minors, where a lot of the teams lean towards the SG. So far, though, it seems like it's going to be AKs for Grayhound. So the meta hasn't quite made it all the way over to the Oceanic region.
Yeah, I'm more surprised that we don't see scouts on a map like Dust 2. Not a single scout purchased on either team. Whereas the SGs and Orgs, of course, you're expecting to see come into fruition later on down the line. Energy, though, have a pretty solid purchase of their own. 3 assault rifles, 2 MP9s. They are a bit lax in terms of utility. Malta, the right side of the smoke, may decide to pull the trigger and come out. It's going to be Sicko that picks up the first frag. This is where the MP9 is going to struggle. When encircled, Sicko doubles up, and Grayhound take the site with pretty much no casualties. It's only Sicko that's been tagged. Raid up close. Do they even go for this? I feel like Energy need a save, and they're agreeing. No real hopes at getting back onto the site. So yeah, Grayhound going to bounce right back, and they don't take any losses either. That's great news.
Absolutely. I'll get told on to, well, actually, yeah, pick up an extra rifle in the FAMAS onto Dick Stacey. Feeling pretty good about that. The entire situation around it, and I mean, even then, the rebuy that would be coming in from Energy here is not going to be too great either. MP9, FAMAS, just the M4 on Weasel. 1,400 bucks to kind of shift around. I guess we could see maybe some MP9s being dropped, so they could get Kevlar, that kind of thing, if they want to reinvest in that kind of type of fashion. Time will tell, though.
Now, options available as you'd expect with a save, but it was down to this here. Sicko just runs straight through. There was a smoke planted down in the tunnels, but it actually landed behind the bulk of Greyhounds. They could just push straight through it. No flashbangs to stop the push and expunge any aggression. As a result, Grayhound now in pretty good shape. In terms of the buy, it's going to be 2 Desert Eagles with some Kevlar, but obviously the firepower certainly in favor of the Australians.
Sicko with literally all the kills on the side of Grayhound so far as well. And he's the new addition from Grayhound's side, even though it's been there since March now. Actually, this is the first minor that he plays with them. And funnily enough, Sterling, who used to be on the Grayhound side, he's playing now with Avant, which is the second OCE team at this minor.
Yeah, Dick Stacey saying that he just didn't quite fit the team, not aggressive enough with the AWP. Said he was a very individually skilled player, but not quite what they were looking for. Energy, no early casualties. One of their few smokes, actually their last smoke has been deployed on short. And there is a gap there too, so Dweezil's going to try and make the most of it. Needs to be careful, there's plenty of Molotovs on Grayhound Gaming. And with the first kill onto Mistem, the pressure continues to surge, forcing away Energy Esports from short side. So Grayhound taking real estate across the map and making it theirs.
And the issue for Energy here is that if this reinvestment doesn't really pan out, then it's such a rough spot. Dexter's going to hold off the extremities over towards B. So any sort of flank is not going to pan out either.
Flashes on to Goose. Molotov to the back of the site. Dweezil can stay in position, but with this flashbang, pardon me, they're going to know that he's on Goose. So even though he's got one, it's unlikely he's going to be able to do too much more. Does get a double, to be fair to him, but that could not be enough for Energy to remain ahead in this round. 20 seconds to go. Bomb's going to get planted. Raid is going to make this thing a little bit more able to trade across to an AK-47. Now, they do have a kit and a couple of nades in the form of flashbangs. This is still in realms of possibility. But if they were to concede this, they're going to be flat out broke. Brilliant frag by ADM. And seems to be coming back onto the site. Sicko at the back of the site. Oh my goodness, it's a jumping deagle through the box.
All right, then.
Absolutely annihilated. Out of nowhere.
That is one way to bring it back. Was, what, a 3v5?
Yeah.
Initially, everything looked kind of lost. They didn't have anything going for them. And, well, if you're going to be able to pull that kind of stuff out, I guess you have a better shot at getting into this than initially figured.
So this is it coming up now. A jumping one dig through the box.
Because why not?
Reasonable things.
Well, he even surprised himself. There we go. That's what you like to see. So Energy, bring it back. Still, though, buy coming up for Grayhound. That's going to be the op on Sicko. He's got the spawn for long as well. You see the shoulder on the corner there, but Molotov's been placed in, and wise move from Energy not to re-pick into that.
Grayhound need to go through a detox period after that 1D, because Sicko was feeling it. He's had a lot of entries this game, so he's been playing well. Gonna feel a bit hard done by Dweezil. 5-1, waiting for the flashbang, but a little bit too late. Dick Stacey claims the one kill, but traded out. Raider's gonna stand his ground. He's got multiple terrorists forcing their way on short, and he will lose his life as a result. At least an incendiary is placed down to stop them from pushing through. And now it's that man, the breaker of souls of ADM, who is now in mid, just waiting, anticipating. You can hear footsteps and going to connect the first headshot. Sicko going to get flanked from the side, but Urcast and Dexter bounce back with authority. Missed him. Last player standing. Does have the HP advantage. Actually has more so than Grayhound put together. Not entirely sure as to where they're going. Now he has heard the bomb plan on to B.
The question is whether or not he's going to be expecting Dexter to actually be outside of the bomb site. Seems like he has a good inkling of this. Dexter needs to be patient. Oh, finds the timing. That is so unfortunate.
Oh.
Missim actually had the read on it as well.
Yeah,
the longest of times, yeah.
That's a really, really good call, but then just the worst possible moment. Because the thing is, even if he anticipates someone mid, it's easy for them to wrap back around through tunnels. So in the back of his mind, he's like, where is this player going to be? Trying to figure out the timing on it. Just unlucky.
It's really unfortunate, especially because of what it does to their economy as well, right? You can see the force spy coming in again. It's a scout, 2 deagles, a 5-7, and a UMP, so even less to work with what they've had previously. ADM might have to come up big here. If not kills, then at least get some tag damage in.
Yes, you could say that justice was served, though, because ADM got a filthy 1D while jumping in the round prior, but
yeah.
Still, as you say, it really does affect NRG's economy hugely. And there's Sicko with the first through the middle. They did force buy into the round with Desert Eagles and UMP, so they're in real trouble if they lose this round.
All right. I was expecting some aggression up on Cat. It's not going to be happening. Actually, gets taken up. It's okay.
Yikes. I think that was just a Molotov. I don't know if he was maybe stuck or what happened there. Okay, Blaze.
All right, these Deagles seem to be working out pretty nicely for them. 5-7's going to get into the action as well. Dexter, low HP, actually dies as well. Now then, 2v2. See that? Arcus quick to find Mistim. That leaves Dweezil. He's picked up a Galil, and he's got Light Kevlar as well, so there is a chance here. One of the issues that he's going to run into now, though, is the fact that he doesn't have his fuse kit. E-bomb side is open for business.
You raise a good point. No diffuse kit and only a smoke to play with. Plus a Galil, not exactly a tier 1 weapon. You would like to have an AK or an SG in this position.
Arcus is at least within one-shot range. The problem is obviously the op on Sicko. Spotted out. Not going to be able to connect immediately.
Surprises me he's still going for this, Ven. I mean, as soon as he gets spotted, surely that is the get out of here moment.
Oh, for sure. Kind of needs to get an immediate drop on one of the two players to have a standing chance in that round. But nonetheless, though, it's going to end up with a Grayhound round. And yeah, that was a bit of a weird one for Raid. He was expecting aggression to come out of Catwalk, and that it just sits in the Molotov. Probably expecting someone to run into his crosshairs, but when that doesn't happen, obviously, you kind of you're left standing looking like a bit of a fool.
Yeah, I guess it's the same thought process as when you stay in long with an AWP and you're waiting for that peak. And he maybe knew he was dead, whatever happens. So stand your ground and see if you can take one with you. As you say, you do look like a bit of a fool, but you're probably going to die anyway.
Yeah. I mean, at least you hold your angle so you know that if they come around the corner, you're still going to have a bit of a favorable spot.
Sure.
Just tough luck at the draw. Now, though, Grayhound, knowing that they're going up against pretty much pistols outside of some crazy shenanigans, decided to take up long, utilizing the range of their weapons.
Sicko with 9 kills and over 150 ADR. As we move into round 6, it's a stack on short, as you'd expect with just one P250.
Run into mid to clear out the entire area. Not going to find anything at all as Grand have moved pretty much the entirety of the team up to the A-bomb site. Dexter's outside of long, cleaning things up. He's going to get a nice opportunity to pad some stats there.
And there's no player close either from Greyhounds. They maybe have to pick up this AK and do a little bit more damage. They're just being very careful. But they managed to get the one player that was separated from the herd. So maybe it takes something out of round 6, considering they had $300 investment. That's really not too shabby at all.